Azeez Al-Shaair is balling out this year. Straight up balling out this year. He is dominating. And last week was obviously we lost in Seattle, but I call it the Azeez game because Azeez had like 16 tackles, half a sack. Azeez was just dominating. He was all over the field. But now I ask you the question: who is the better linebacker? Azeez Al-Shaair or Dre Greenlaw?
Oh, it's Azeez. It's not even close. I mean, Azeez is so good where you're asking this year, who's the best linebacker on the team, Azeez or Warner? And honestly, this year it's been Azeez. Azeez is having the best season I've had from a 49ers linebacker. I mean, he's playing the best I've seen a linebacker play since Bowman or Willis. I mean, just the sheer tackle numbers. Like, Warner's really smart and he makes great plays in coverage, but he's not the tackler and the hitter and the mover that Azeez Al-Shaair is crazy. He's really freaking good. And the way I look at it is 2 players showed up to this game in Seattle, Azeez and Kittle. That's pretty much it. And that means that those are 2 of your best players on the team right there.
DJ Jones. Don't.
Oh, yeah, and DJ. My bad. Sorry, DJ. Those 3 players right there showed up for sure. DJ Jones played really well.
Yep. No, it's hands down Azeez. Greenlaw was the guy that before the season I called on the Cohn for. I was like, Greenlaw is the guy that I have as my breakout player of the year. But Greenlaw obviously got hurt week 1, but Azeez has just been straight up dominating this year. Like, I didn't see that coming. We were all like, Greenlaw. And then Azeez popped out of nowhere, and he's just been playing well. And, like, I think it's gone to that point where it's like, who's playing better this season? Is it Azeez or is it Fred? And this season, I got to say it's Azeez. Azeez has been dominating this season. He's been all over the field. He's been making tackles. And he was kind of doing what Fred Warner was doing last year, where the team was banged up. The team had his injuries, and Fred Warner was that guy that stepped up, and he made the plays. He was all over the field. He was making those tackles. So he was kind of doing – Azeez is kind of doing what Fred was doing last year. And, like, it's kind of one of those things where, like, Azeez, I don't think he's going to get the recognition for it this year. Like, we saw it in 2018 when Fred had that – not 2019, when Fred had that Super Bowl year we made it to Super Bowl. And Fred was pretty good. But nobody recognized Fred as this, like, top linebacker in the game until the season after. And I think that's going to happen with Azeez. Azeez has been playing like an elite linebacker, but do I think he's going to get the recognition from the media this season and, like, be considered a top 10 linebacker in football? No, I don't think so. Maybe next year if he continues to play at the same level.
Right.
But do I think Azeez is better than Greenlaw this year, especially this season? Yeah, because Greenlaw made the majority of the season, and Azeez is one of those guys that stepped up, and he's just been dominating this season.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
good for Azeez, man. He really was one of 3 players who showed up to Seattle. Good for him.
Yeah, so did Kittle and so did DJ Jones, but Azeez stepped up when
I mean, like Trent Williams did too, of course. Like those 4 guys.
Trent Williams pretty much is dominating.
Yeah, Trent Williams too. He goes without saying.
Yeah, Trent Williams pretty much every game. You don't got to worry about Trent Williams. Trent Williams is doing Trent Williams is doing his job. So, but
Bosa had a sack. I'm sorry, there's 5. I'm sorry.
No, but this season in specific, Azeez has definitely been better than Greenlaw.